You're listening to the Daily Sales Tips podcast, and I'm your host, Scott Ingram. Yesterday, we released the 99th episode of the Sales Success Stories podcast, an interview featuring Sendoso's top SDR, David Dember. The full interview is about 70 minutes long, but I think this 2.5-minute clip does a good job of getting at the heart of one of the key things that differentiates David.
I woke up early one day and said, I'm going to make this change. And I did. And simply for that, I really got obsessed with my work. And what I mean by that is learning about the sales craft. And for me, I think sales really reminds me a lot about baseball. It's all about statistics. You fail 7 out of 10 times in baseball, you go to the Hall of Fame. And when I think about baseball, I think about my brother. So I think it all kind of ties in to that. And one of my favorite quotes that I really stand by, it's by Will Smith about the separation of talent and skill is one of the greatest misunderstood concepts for people who are trying to excel, who have dreams, who want things. Talent you naturally have, skill is only developed by hours and hours of beating your craft. And that's really what he says verbatim. And it's so true. There is no substitute for hard work. Some people internally see me on the shout out channel or hear David Dember, this is closing this. And I stay humble. Yes, it does make my heart happy and it's nice to hear, but I always act as if I'm in last place because I never want to get cocky or say, hey, look at me. I just want to get better every single day. And that's a win there, Scott.
Nice. So let's talk about two things based on that. I want to talk about mindset and then I want to talk about statistics. So it's certainly not uncommon. I think a core component to success is having a really strong mindset. What is your mindset? How do you manage that in general?
My mindset, it's simply for people that don't understand what this is, or they might have heard it in a saying, but I live by a mindset called beast mode. And people might laugh, oh, beast mode, like, okay, like that guy from the Seattle Seahawks who went to the Oakland Raiders beast mode. I'm like, no. Like this inner beast inside of you has to wake up and really say, you know what, today I'm going to get after it. Like today I'm going to leave it all on the field. I'm not going to let this person push me off the phone today. I'm going to stay in the pocket 5 seconds earlier. I am going to read 3 more books this month. Those are the things that I really focus on of outlining my day-to-day to find the success that I'm looking for.
For a link to the full episode and to connect with David, just click over to DailySales.Tips/564. That clip you just heard is only about half the story. I'd encourage you to listen to the full interview to hear the rest, and you might also want to skip ahead to 55 or 56 minutes. That's where David talks about how he actually put up even better numbers in Q2 during COVID than he did in Q1. There's some solid stuff in there. Once you've done that, be sure to come back tomorrow for another great sales tip. Thanks for listening.